Good morning, you guys. I'm about to go work out with my best friend, but I'm waiting on her, of course, like always. We've been back on this working out stuff. We worked out last night, and then we went and got drinks and food after, and it was so bomb. But before I work out, y'all don't tell nobody. But I'm about to go get a donut. I need a donut in my life. I'm starving. You know you can't work out on an empty stomach, right? So you gotta go get a donut. I need a donut in my life. 8:55. It is so early, y'all. It is like so early. Oh my gosh. I need to get my life together. He is ordering all these daggone donuts. He's a good employee because I know he's about to go to work. Now he might be retired. Look a little old. Hi.
How you doing?
Can I get chocolate with sprinkles?
Just one?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just get one. I'm gonna do that. I got my donut. I got my donut. Oh yeah, that man do still work. He definitely got his employees some donuts. I need to work for him. Come in with some donuts. I had a couple jobs like that. But you know, the manager come in with some donuts. It's like, oh, you lit, bruh. You got something last night because you coming in this joint being extra nice early in the morning. The wife gave you some pussy. Y'all, let me tell y'all how the combination of this whole shopping center is terrible. It's just terrible. Y'all, so this is the Dunkin' Donuts, right? Now watch this. Watch how fast I get to the gym. Alright, I don't have my seatbelt on. But watch this. Pulling out the parking lot, y'all see Dunkin' Donuts, right? Bye, Dunkin' Donuts. Midnight, be quiet. Y'all, Planet Fitness is right here. I just pulled up. And of course, Jade's behind is not here. But y'all, like, what a terrible combination. We don't want people to be great in this parking lot. Not at this Planet Fitness. Not at the Planet Fitness. No. Y'all, we are done working out. Hair sweated out. Oh my gosh. But it was a good little workout. Oh, you want a donut? Oh, this bitch wants a donut, y'all. Come on. I'll go get another damn donut. We gotta go to Walmart. So we in Walmart and this bitch is on the phone and she getting on my nerves. I'm trying to tell her how to cook some pot roast because she wants to cook it and she on the phone with her boo. I don't got time for this.
Look, he on his little break. He calls on his little break. I gotta talk to him. It's like, nah.
I guess. All right. I guess.
Jasmine.
Because I would be the same way with Onyx. But she's blowing me. Today was too hectic for life. For real. Like, trying to cook. I cooked everything. I cooked pot roast, jerk chicken, rice, and cabbage. And then breakfast food. And it was just too much. For real. Like, it was just too much. But me and Twin are on the way to Bowie to go see the panelists for tonight. We are running a little late, but we're gonna make it. Twin, say hi.
Hey guys, sorry I'm reading these horrible messages somebody sent somebody. People are really rude in this world.
Whatever. Got here. We're a little late, but we literally just walked past Yandy and Juju and them. But we about to go in here and see what's going on and stuff.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was raised in a single home, and my father was incarcerated. Most of my life, he was incarcerated for 20 years. There was no stepfather in the house, so I got my first job when I was 14 years old. Ever since then, I created a hustle in me. I saw the way my mother struggled, and being on food stamps and on Section 8 and everything she had to go through. So I decided that I was going to work hard because I just wanted to give back to her for everything she was doing for us, and I just didn't want to struggle in that way. I've had odd jobs. I worked in fast food. I was a dental assistant. I was a flight attendant. You name it, I've done it. I kind of, people say, girl, you act like you're a Jamaican. In living color, I don't know if you guys know what living color is, but it was a joke about Jamaicans having so many jobs, and I've always just been a really hard worker until I decided that I wanted to work for myself and become an entrepreneur. I started my hair company, Juju's Hair, about 6 years ago. I'm also an author. I wrote my first book last year called Secrets of the Jewels. I'm a realtor. I also have a nonprofit organization called My Precious Jewels, and it's to encourage and motivate young girls and help them with the process of getting to college and different things that, sometimes you think it's common to things as simple as credit, hygiene, things like that they're not taught. And I'm also a reality star. I'm on Love and Hip Hop with my girl Yandy here. And yeah, and Love and Hip Hop is actually a great platform to actually used properly to encourage and motivate young girls as we do.
Yandy Smith Harris now, and I'm super excited to be here. But just to tell you guys a little bit about myself, I am a person that defies the odds. A lot of us, we grow up in these boxes, right? I grew up in Harlem, I grew up in Grant Project, and some would think, my parents were both addicted to drugs, and I had to make some really hard decisions very young to go in certain directions or not to go in certain directions. And I've always kind of been that person that defies the odds. And even now in my career, my mother still says to me, when are you going to get a real job? Mind you, I bought her cars, I put her on vacation, I own 5 companies. I am probably the longest lasting female on a TV show, the reality show Love and Hip Hop. But my mother still says to me, when are you going to get a real job? And I think that what has been very important for me is understanding and compartmentalizing the no's, the naysayers, the believers, and the dream team. And I think that it's been imperative for me in my career, knowing how to put the naysayers in their place and saying, get behind me, Satan. Put those that don't follow my dreams, that don't understand my path, that don't understand that I'm in a phenomenal place. I was born phenomenally, and I'm going to live in a phenomenal world. Those people, there's some people that just will never understand that, and I can't make them. And those people are some of the people I love the most, like my mother. And I think that I have become a person that kind of walks to the beat of my own drum.
How did I get to where I am? My parents took me to in the movement, they were like, it was like church on Sunday. So how many of you went to church on Sunday and you didn't have a choice, you just had to get up and that's it, right? Okay, good. So that's how it was for me. I had to go to a rally. Every time there was a rally, whether I wanted to go or not, there was no option. Until by the time I turned like 17, I kind of strayed away from that and I started hanging in the street and not really being connected to my parents and all of those things. And I got pregnant. I had a son who actually turned 19 yesterday. And yeah, he's on my last ass nerve. So, but he's a student at Morehouse College, so he's doing really, really well. And so his father was shot and killed actually 17 years ago in the next like 9 days. It'll be his 17th anniversary for his death. He was shot and killed and left in a ditch for 2 weeks before his body was discovered. By the time they found him, he was completely dismembered. No way for us to even know whether it was him, other than the fact that he had a tattoo of my son's name on his neck. It was at that point that I realized exactly why my parents were taking me to movement spaces, because I was very embarrassed. One, everybody was judgmental that I was already a single mom, a pregnant young girl. Y'all know how that is. I don't know what kind of families y'all come from. But mine, it was judgment all over the place about me being too fast, out of control. You didn't listen. You tried to put you on the right path. You got pregnant, and now he gets killed. And you had a baby by a thug. So I had to deal with all those things until I realized that so many other young women had the same story, that I wasn't alone, and that instead of me being embarrassed, that America had some explaining to do about why so many young black men were being shot and killed and no one was paying attention to it. So I decided 17 years ago that was going to be my fight. And that fight does not mean just dealing with gun violence, but it means looking at all the problems that exist in a person's life. Both his parents were in and out of prison. He was, he just had a lot of issues that we all know about. We know the stories of those people in our communities. And what I recognized is that I had so many opportunities ahead of me, but that I left people behind in Manhattanville that didn't have the same opportunities. And I have a responsibility to continue to open the door for them. And that's the work that I do every day. That's the work that I go around this country bringing
to me is that as women, we have to just stick together. And especially in the field that I'm in, there's a tendency for people to backbite or to feel like, oh, let me not let her know about that because I don't want her to get the worst instead of me, or let me just like shit on her a little bit, so she doesn't look as attractive as I do for this role. And what I'm seeing now though is that a lot of us are really just turning that on its side. We tell each other about roles like. When I go in for a movie, if I'm reading it and I'm like, oh no, this should be Brescia Webb, I will make sure when I'm in the meeting to be like, you need to see Brescia, I'm like, this is Lauren London, why am I audition for this? This is Lauren London, and so we'll call each other and be like, yo, do you know about this? Make sure they put you in, and you'd be surprised. A lot of times, the same circle of people, like their agents, agents pit us against each other as well. So like the agent will rep 4 black women and only send 1 or 2 of you in, because like they don't want to know they want the other 2 to be competition. You just like, nah, fuck y'all. So
everybody looks at these men and they're like, oh, let me invite the reverend or the dude to be the leader of everything, and they don't necessarily see us as women as being leaders in these roles. But we don't even allow, like that doesn't even matter worth a damn to me. Like I'm kicking doors open, showing up, slamming hands down on tables, like what's the agenda? I can't tell you the amount of men that called us and said, there is no way y'all can do this by yourself. Y'all don't know what y'all do. You can't get a permit. You can't do, like things that were like real simple. You don't know how to get a porta potty contract. You need us to help you do this. Well, who's gonna be the main speaker? It should be this man or that man, or what do you mean co-chairs for only women? Why does it have to be called the Women's March? Why can't we call it the People's March? So it's like you don't get an opportunity to uplift women's voices in that way. At the same time, I'm an entrepreneur, so I also see how men get contracts and they get paid much more than we do. And so that's something where it's like you're constantly trying to bring light to the fact that there is a disparity. And the only way, and I think Amanda says it clearly, the only way that we are actually able to break that down is when those of us who are sitting in this room, particularly the women and the men, even sometimes the men even louder than the women, have to speak up, talk about it, and don't just be like, well, they gave me 5,000, they gave him 7,000, but at least I got my 5,000, so I'm not gonna say anything. Instead of understanding that taking that $5,000 perpetuates the same violence towards women that we cannot continue to allow to happen. So instead, what we should be doing is getting together with some other homegirls, like, so they gave you 5, they gave me 5, they gave her 5, they all them dudes got 7? Nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna bring this up, we're gonna form some type of coalition and bring this out. But you can't do that if we're constantly at odds with one another because we're always fighting each other.
Black excellence is at an all-time high and we're being celebrated, finally, to some extent. So, because I know that and because I've been privy to that, I walk in the room confident. I don't take less than a man. I'm probably the highest paid person on my show, more than every man on my show. I know that for a fact. But that's because I know my worth. And that's because I can walk in confidently and say, this is what I want. If you're not willing to pay me this, I'm out. I've built up enough of a rapport, I've built up enough of a career to be able to walk away if I don't get what I want. I understand not to compromise who I am because I have to be a mother to my children, because I have to be a wife to my husband, because I have to be a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, a caretaker, a maid, a cook. Men don't have that problem. But because I've had all these titles, and I've had to do all these titles well, I know my worth. And when I walk into a room, in any room that I walk into, I know that I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna demand the respect that any man has. I'm gonna deserve the title that any man has. And I'm going to deserve the paycheck that any man has. Point blank, period. Some of my friends, their feet are not built for the same path that I'm walking. So therefore, do I stop? Do I stop in my path because you holding me back? I can't do that. I love you, but you're not on this path with me because you're not built for it, so I gotta keep it moving. And that's okay. You don't have to feel like you're a bad person. You don't have to feel like you're a bad friend. You can love some people from a distance. You can love them from afar, but they were not built to climb that mountain. Everybody doesn't have the strength. And you have to know that. Those that could climb that mountain with you, the top of that mountain, the view from that mountain that you can see together is amazing. So you have to cherish those people as well. But those that are going to hold you down and make you fall off that mountain, you got to just cut loose. You got to. She called me to talk about Love and Hip Hop Reunion, and it was just so negative. And I told her, I was like, sis, I block people for less than what you're saying right now. I had a party down in Miami and she wanted to attend, and I just told her, I said, you know what? At this point, because this wasn't the first time, I seen this, I seen that, I don't have time for that. Like where I'm going, that's another thing, boyfriends, friends, sometimes where you're going, everybody cannot go with you, and you have to understand that. Once you learn that, you'll be okay.
I just started. I did. I'm trying to start my
You want to blog and you want to start a company. You want to start a few companies. What are your companies? I got no babies. You can DM me but sometimes it's that one minute you have, and you got to get everything out. You got to be able to articulate what it is you need and what you want. Because sometimes you don't get that second moment. And I can tell you that start event planning. That's my biggest thing. I want to do event planning. Okay, are you doing?
To join EGL because I have to go to DC and she has to come. So EGL is the organization that Yandy and Toya own and run, and they have all kinds of young people, including Shay.
We do a bunch of events and we always need help.
They need help.
And
that's where I got my assistant from.
In this area, so you should absolutely connect with her, and maybe we can help you with that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we love y'all.
EGL. So y'all, that was a great panel discussion. I learned a lot. I learned that I do choke when it comes to really talking to people, and I don't know, I guess I really got nervous, but I learned a valuable lesson. She definitely told me that, you know, sometimes you only get that one chance to really wow somebody and to really discuss something with that one person that you really want to talk to. So next time I'm gonna definitely be prepared. I got that under my belt, so I know what it feels like, and it can't get any worse than that. So y'all learn from me, take it from me that you it's okay to choke. It's okay as long as you move forward from it. And in order to be successful, you have to be nervous. So learned a lot tonight, but I'm about to go in the house to my baby and go to bed. But I'm glad I went. I'm very glad I went. Night night, y'all.